Liverpool transfer news today. Romano on ZUBIMENDI, £100 million worth, rival out of Kirke race. Welcome to LFC Transfer Daily News. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Here's all your latest Liverpool transfer news with updates on Martin ZUBIMENDI, Florian Wirtz and more. ZUBIMENDI still a target. Liverpool still maintain their interest in Martin ZUBIMENDI, according to Fabrizio Romano. Speaking in his latest Transfer Roundup YouTube video, Romano maintained that nothing had changed in Liverpool's view of the Spanish midfielder, with the well-acknowledged interest from the summer transfer window still being maintained. Citing manager Arne Slot's comments when asked about the situation this past weekend, Romano said, "Slot says it's time to move on from ZUBIMENDI because he didn't join. Liverpool are very happy with the players they have, especially Ryan Gravenberch, who is doing fantastic, great impact for the new manager. Liverpool tried in the summer to buy ZUBIMENDI in every way, including sending Stefan Bajcetic on loan, and they were prepared to pay the release clause, but the player wanted to stay at Real Sociedad." Romano continued, "ZUBIMENDI remains a player of interest for Liverpool because the board, the directors, the manager approved ZUBIMENDI as a target. Liverpool ready Wirtz offer. Florian Wirtz is perhaps the big new thing in football, with attention on him at an all-time high. The dazzling midfielder was at the heart of the attack for a Xabi Alonso led by a Leverkusen side that went undefeated on their way to a Bundesliga title last season and were only pipped in the Europa League final by Atalanta. The 21-year-old German tallied 37 goal involvements in all competitions last year and, understandably, has caught the eye of the giants of European football. Now, Madrid media outlet Defensa Central are reporting that Liverpool will face competition from Real Madrid for the Wonderkid's signature. They report that the Reds are willing to pay the €120 million that Bayer Leverkusen are asking for, although the Spanish side remain confident of their ability to get the job done, much like they did with fellow youngsters Eduardo Camavinga and Aurelien Tchouameni. Chelsea out of Kirke race. Liverpool have been dealt a major transfer boon regarding a potential key target this January. A report emerged last week that Bournemouth left-back Milos Kirke was viewed incredibly favourably by the club, least of all because he was signed for the South Coast club by now Liverpool director of football, Richard Hughes. However, the Redmen were expected to face stiff competition from both Chelsea and Manchester United for the Hungarian signature. A report from Fabrizio Romano talking to Court Offside that Chelsea are not currently pursuing Kirke and Manchester United deem him too expensive will be welcome news to the ears of the Liverpool faithful. Alexander-Arnold, Salah and Van Dijk on contract talks. With three of Liverpool's integral players now into their last season at the club should contract negotiations not be successful, we have looked into what they have said about their situations. Trent Alexander-Arnold has been at the club for most of his life, progressing to the first team from the academy. Mohamed Salah is the club's current record Premier League goalscorer and Virgil van Dijk is the club's captain and talisman in defence. Watch, Liverpool's Wonderkid transfer target couldn't have been cooler for his goal. Liverpool's Wonderkid transfer target couldn't have looked cooler with his backheel goal this weekend. Chris Rigg could be something special. Sunderland's Chris Rigg made some headlines this weekend as he produced a wonderful backheel to score the winner for his side against Middlesbrough. It was the 17-year-old's first goal of the season and one that will be remembered for some time. Patrick Roberts did the difficult work, admittedly, charging at Borough's backline and getting a shot off. The ball fell to Rigg in front of the keeper, whose first touch left it trickling towards the goal, or more specifically, slightly wide of the goal. Rigg had the chance to put it away but had to somehow contort his body to get the finish off before it ran out of play. Though, as it turned out, he didn't need to do that. As cool as a 35-year-old seasoned veteran, the teenager composed himself before opting for a little backheel into the goal, around the corner of the post. It was a fantastic finish and exactly what you wouldn't expect from a player so young. The Athletic, rightfully calling Rigg a Wonderkid, caught up with the striker to talk about his goal. Here's how he described it. "The first touch takes the ball away from the keeper," he said. "It was the only thing I could have done because it dropped right in front of him, so I had to take it away from him. I was like, oh, no, I've took it too wide. Then the only thing I could do was backheel it." Liverpool like Chris Rigg. Liverpool are reportedly one of several clubs looking at Rigg right now. In truth, they'd be foolish not to. He's one of the brightest prospects in English football. How many 17-year-olds are scoring in the Championship right now? Or any league of that level? Very few. But this was Rigg's third league goal for Sunderland and he's developing beautifully. More of this and Liverpool will be striving to add him to their collection of elite youngsters. Trent Alexander-Arnold to Real Madrid potentially just moved one step closer. Trent Alexander-Arnold's move to Real Madrid may have just made a positive step after news that broke on Monday. Trent Alexander-Arnold had some worrying comments this weekend, making it clear that trophies would sway his upcoming decision. That upcoming decision is a major one, of course. His contract expires at the end of June and he's free to leave for whoever he likes. Top of that supposed list is Real Madrid. They enjoy signing elite players on free transfers, don't we all, and signed the biggest one of all in Kylian Mbappé this summer. It's widely expected that they'll try to do the same with Alexander-Arnold. The pressure, in other words, is piled on top of Liverpool. And things might actually have moved towards a deal with Real Madrid on Monday. That comes after news that Rodri would be missing for the rest of season, having torn his ACL. Rodri injury could help Alexander-Arnold to Real Madrid. Reports in Spain, such as this from us, claim that Rodri is a major target for Real Madrid in 2025. Or at least, he was. The ACL injury almost certainly rules that one out. Real are highly unlikely to pay big money for a player fresh of such an awful injury. There's little guarantee that he returns the same player, nor is there a solid timeline on that return. It's entirely possible that he's not fit a year from now. And if Real are suddenly not spending an awful lot of money on Rodri, they have extra motivation, and cash, to sign Alexander-Arnold. He becomes a far more prominent signing for them and one they could add an even bigger financial package to. Of course, this is just a puzzle at this stage, but we'll have a much better idea of what's to come in just a few months. January 1st is when Alexander-Arnold can sign a contract with another non-English club. Fabrizio Romano, Chelsea now out of race for expensive Liverpool target. Liverpool have been dealt a major transfer boon regarding a potential key target this January. A report emerged last week that Bournemouth left-back Milos Kerkez was viewed incredibly favourably by the club, least of all because he was signed for the South Coast club by now Liverpool director of football, Richard Hughes. However, the Redmen were expected to face stiff competition from both Chelsea and Manchester United for the Hungarian signature. A report from Fabrizio Romano talking to Court Offside that Chelsea are not currently pursuing Kerkez and Manchester United deem him too expensive will be welcome news to the ears of the Liverpool faithful. No contacts are taking place with Chelsea now, from what I'm told, also because Marc Cucurella and Renato Vega are doing very well. Romano said. Kerkez was one of the options for Man United in the first part of the summer transfer window, but he was then considered too expensive. Liverpool's left-back situation has caused little worry over the past few years, with Andy Robertson being one of the best at the position in the world for some time and Kostas Tsimikas being a capable backup. Tsimikas, however, is not seen as a long-term replacement, and with Robertson now in his 30s, the 20-year-old Hungarian could be a worthy investment. Additionally, it would be hoped that the player's friendship with fellow national teammate Dominik Szoboszlai would be a key factor in any decision to come to Merseyside. Kerkez is currently valued at around €20 million, however with Manchester United being priced out of a deal it would be fair to assume that Bournemouth's asking price is much higher. Thanks for watching. Like and comment. Subscribe.